Why? I shouldn't be surprised from that. It's Britain. Like, why is it not going to rain? uh, it's my home turf, you know, home track. I want to see what happens if I get the reputation to the full. I want to know what happens. Since the Austrian Grand Prix, we've changed it over, so we're now leading Kimi Raikkonen in the rivalry, which is good. Let's have a look. Progress history. We won yesterday on the stream at the Austrian Grand Prix, but early I decided to do two because I came sixth in France. I was like, nah, I've got to come back from it, and I came first. But I believe, probably not the reason, but I believe I lost that because of Vettel. You know, he locked up, I turned the inside, and then comes back on the track, and then I hit him, and then I spin out, and then I went down to about 9th, I think, and I came back up to 6th by getting a massive dive bomb on Hulkenberg to get into 6th place in the final corner. Surprised I didn't take off a tyre or get a penalty or anything. So yeah, home turf now. What so qualifying does. I didn't done any practice. I'm never bothered to do practice. It shows how much I want to win this race because I don't do practice. But
here we are then, waiting for the green lights to get qualifying underway for the British Grand Prix. And as we count down to that green light, I have to say, Anthony Davidson, that this rain is not showing any signs whatsoever of abating. I imagine we'll be looking at some last-minute setup changes to better adapt these cars to the conditions. What do you think?
The trouble is, Crofty, they need to be thinking about the race tomorrow. You don't want to go jacking up the ride heights and piling on a few points of extra downforce that you're not going to want in the Grand Prix itself. The Parc Fermé regulations mean that you have to make that choice. The best thing the drivers can do is adapt with the tools they have available in the cockpit. Moving the brake bias forward will help stop the rear end slipping out under braking, and opening up the differential can really help tame the oversteer on corner exit. The drivers that can make best use of these techniques will have the best chance for success here today.
Alright, so obviously intermediates because I don't think it's quite right for the wet tyre weather. Now, yesterday in the Austrian Grand Prix, it was wet qualifying, and guess who got pole for the 3rd time in a row? Yeah, that's right, I did. So I've had 3 poles, and 2 of them I'll come first and then 6th. Right, so here we go, we're going to qualifying now. Here we go. This corner is where I'm going to mess up, because I always get too much speed through there. Always carry too much speed. I don't know why, I just end up doing it. But we'll see if we can get a pole position, but you know, wet driving's not my thing in this game. Really not a fan of it. I always overdo it with the speed and then I end up spinning out, which I believe that's what's going to happen in that final corner. But we are in running for P1 right now, but this is where we're going to get overtaken by everyone. And I always know it. I always know the straights are where it's all going to happen. So I think the last podium was me, then Ricciardo, and then Bottas, and then Vettel didn't get the top 3, which is good because I don't want someone leading the championship to be getting massive amounts of points. Now there's too many straights on this track for me to like keep up with these guys, so it's really just the corners. Oops. And this part of the track I'm usually pretty quick through, this little swervy part of the track. As I said, I'm quick through there. Right, I'm riding the curb practically all the way through there as well. Now they're going to try and pull it back. Oh, I had quite a bit of speed through there, so they didn't catch up massively. Well, they caught up a little bit. Run out a little bit wide out of that corner, but I think it's alright. Hard on braking, late on braking. Almost losing the car as well. It's going to be a race to the line, but I think Ricciardo got it. I really too slow for that car in a bit. way too slow for that final part. I need to spend...
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. Ricciardo, Raikkonen, and the engineer. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Right. This is going to be a tough one. I'm going to quickly spend some resource points because I need my car to be quicker. I really do.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy.
It's been a great qualifying session for you. Are you going to carry that momentum into the race?
Sure.
Things are really heating up between you and your rival, aren't they? How does a car perform in these conditions? Is it an advantage or a disadvantage?
Yeah, I struggle in the rain always.
Great. Well, that's everything.
I always struggle in the rain. I think if I didn't go late on braking in that one corner, I would have been able to have a bit more speed and carry it over to the line, but no, my car didn't have it in it. So quickly spend some resource points now. We're going to be losing the rivalry, I reckon. No, we're going to be one ahead, alright. One ahead of the rivalry, okay. That goes up once again. Red Bull aren't that happy, neither is Ferrari, but Mercedes looks like they're happy with it. With their reputation going up.
Well done. That was a good qualifying performance.
I need to spend some points.
If it were me, this is probably what I'd invest in.
Sure. 1,000. Wow, fucking hell. That's a lot. Wait, what's it going to do then? What's it going to do? Well, I don't know. Engine power, spark plugs. No, I'll do it. But I don't know how much it's going to help. Ooh. Right, we'll have to develop that again, because that failed, didn't it? What's this then? Not cheap. I wanna go for like the cheaper ones kind of first. We'll look at durability. Anything here that I need to get? I'll get that. Definitely gonna need gearbox. Gearbox wear. Nothing else that would let me upgrade, I don't think. Apart from that. So we'll just get that because nothing else will let me upgrade. So my upgrades are going up pretty high now. It looks like we're quicker than Sauber, which is good. So the car is getting quicker now, which is pretty good. You upgrading the car pretty early on in the season as well, but I guess I'm gonna have to, so it's not harder and later in the season. But I'm definitely gonna need Spa, definitely, because Spa is a fast, long, speed-worthy
We're right
track.
back where it all began. The very first World Championship Grand Prix was held here at Silverstone in 1950, with Giuseppe Farina taking the top step of an all-Alfa Romeo podium. He earned 9 championship points that day on his way to the inaugural title. His winning total at the season's end, just 30 points. My, how times have changed. So let's see who can reach the top step of the modern podium today. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of the Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar.
Yep. My ears cut your grass.
Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the engineer. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have the engineer, Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, and Verstappen, Vettel, Hülkenberg, Perez, and Fernando Alonso, Magnussen, Grosjean, Carlos Sainz, and Ocon, Hartley, Stroll, Sergei Sirotkin, and Charles Leclerc. They've taken a grid penalty. Van Dorn and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
All three of them with penalties, bloody hell.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Oh, but I will. I will. Alright. So it is, let's have a look. When are we pitting? So one stop strategy. I feel it might have to be 2 stops. That's what I feel like. It's gonna have to be 2 stops because, you know, maybe 2 stops because I'm gonna have to pit. That one pit is gonna be, I know for a fact that one pit is gonna be for intermediates because the wet weather is gonna come, and yeah.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
We'll see if I can do what I can do in the dry, and then wait till it leads onto the rain. This time when my team tells me to pit, I'm actually gonna pit because I made a mistake going out that one extra lap because it didn't look that bad, and then kind of sliding everywhere, and I had to spend a bunch of time catching up to Hamilton, but then I did catch up to him, got in the lead, and then ended up winning the Grand Prix. So that's alright. I feel like I'm going to be in the lead at the end of this lap because I'm definitely going to be ready for like this part of the track because I always know I'm quick round it. I'm just like ride this curb, ride that curb, and I'm just so quick around this part of the track that they just can't keep up. There we go. Slow down, you can't. I got a bit scared then. Alright, nice, I've got him inside of my car now. That's lovely. Okay. If anything does go wrong here, I'm going to restart because, like, I'm not controlling it, so it'll be my AI's fault.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated
okay, I won't
as the
need
conditions
to,
change.
okay. Alright.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Here we go. Home Grand Prix. It's lap 2. Okay, there you go. Home Grand Prix, 5 red lights, Silverstone, and lights out. Away we go for our home turf. Obviously, you know, we're never going to do well on a start. Oh my god. I tapped the car then. Nothing major happened with anyone, so it's alright. Braking's not there with me there. I think I knocked off a small part of my front wing, but it's not going to mean anything. Tried to side, but it didn't quite work. As you can see, I put it in overtake mode because I saw that my car revved up a lot. It was ready to make some moves, but like, I'm just really messing up on this first lap. Not doing what I should be doing. I was going to try and... I went on the outside then try and tuck it in real tight on the inside, but it's like... there wasn't enough room. I didn't really want to risk losing something there. Hamilton's looking to get on a podium here. So we'll give him enough room, but he just couldn't find any pace. This is where we're going to really fire up the engine through here. But, you know, we've rode on the grass, which is always a bad thing. You see how much I caught up? That's why I just love that part of the track so much, because I'm just so quick through it.
Okay, we're through the start phase. Now
A lunge on Raikkonen. Oh, side by side coming out of it. I wasn't focusing too much then, so you know, I did almost go into the side of him, take us both out, but I did gain a little bit of focus, which helped me to not take any of us out as we were coming out of the corner. I'm riding the curb a hell of a lot. Ricciardo's trying to win the Silverstone Grand Prix. He's really gone for it. So we're going to spend some time trying to catch him. Try and chase for this home turf win and second Grand Prix. Oh, there you go. There goes my remote. That's lovely. You know, you can't, you know, nice. Ruin it, remote. Nice. Okay, I love, like, one thing I hate is when, like, your remote runs out of battery as you're going around a corner. It's like, I just hate it. So, as I was saying, second one in a row, and fourth win of the season. So, that'll be 100 points altogether that I would have gained from, winning. They are really slow through there, I have to say, they are really slow. But here we are, we're behind Raikkonen, oh my god, Ricciardo in this section of the track, so that's good because we're closer than we were last lap, and we're quick through here. We also messed up through here as well, but you can hear, or you can see the rain. If you look at the halo on my car, you can see the rain just dripping down, you know. Our tyres will be feeling it soon. They really will be. So I'm going to have to be careful how hard I push it now because my car will be sliding. So Ricciardo's staying out. I feel like all the back markers, they'll have better luck because if it starts heavily tipping down, they can be the first ones in. You see, I run very wide out.
It's your choice as to whether you want to fit the wets next time you come in.
Yeah, I want to fit the wets. The braking in that part of the corner is just not with me at all. Because you can hear the engine slowing down and everything as I'm braking through the corner, but it's like, it just doesn't brake enough. We're going DRS, ERS, overtake, here we go. Change for the lead at the Silverstone Grand Prix, really late on the brakes through there. Ricciardo trying to fight back, doesn't find the room on the outside. And we're going to take the lead for the Grand Prix.
Let's be mindful of the conditions. The track is getting wetter. Recommend you stay out for now though. We'll be much slower if we move on to inters this early.
Roger that. Definitely quick through there. Right, so we've already made a gap on Ricciardo. This is going to be the fastest part around there, surely. No. Probably lost the time overtaking Ricciardo. So this lap's not going to be the fastest, but, you know. Running off the track a little bit there. We'll see whether them lot pit. Doesn't look... No, they don't. Alright. Looks like the car is not... like making many mistakes through this wet weather. it's good to see that Vettel's still behind the Mercedes and the 2 cars behind me, so that's good. He's not going to be getting too many points, so we'll put it on to none now. So yeah, put it on none ERS to give it some time to charge up. Not got too much to say now. I'm into first, not back into a little bit wide, just like a very small bit, not too much on the pace through there. Very off the power, slow. Looks like Raikkonen's catching up to Ricciardo, so we could see some action as he tries to move up into second. Sounded like the car went off the power then as I accelerated. Oh, hang on, have we got that 7th gear? Okay, the 7th gear didn't sound too positive as we were going through that part of the track. Really didn't. Change for second place as Ricciardo tries to
It should
defend.
be a few laps at least before you start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good condition for the time being. Gap to teammate behind is 13.8 seconds.
Raikkonen's trying to find a spot into second, but Ricciardo looks like he's fighting back, but I don't think he has it in him. No, he has fallen behind, and it is going to be Raikkonen that gets second place. So well done for Raikkonen, caught up. So I think something might be up with the car for Ricciardo, because he doesn't look like he's on the pace right now.
The gap to the car behind is 4.0 seconds.
Ooh. Okay, we have got a nice gap on him so far. We can increase that. Hopefully we can do well in the wet. Hopefully. Running really wide out. Oh, I had to put it down a gear then because I did accidentally go up a gear as I've got my thumb like placed over the top of X, which is the upshift. Well, upshift,
Battery
up gear.
charge is high. Let's increase ERS deployment to up the pace.
I accidentally up geared, so yeah, that's
Check
bad.
your MFD for a new strategy option.
Don't want to do that too often. Right, here we go. We're going out.
Got that confirmed?
It's just me. Does that feel really slow? It does, doesn't it? It does feel really slow. It looks like everyone's swapping to enters, which is good.
Brendan is in the pits. Go, go, go.
Alright. Everyone's pitting. Looks like everyone's gone for enter, so I think we've chosen the right choice this time.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Roger that. Just give Van Dorn some space, I guess. We'll have the upper hand in this weather, I reckon, but he's going very slow, so we're going to overtake him there because he's going really slow. Yeah, let's use DRS because there's a lot of cars in front of us, so we can get some DRS off, so that's good. I'm not speaking too much right now.
The stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
Well, have they disabled it? Is because of the weather or something?
be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
Oh, roger that. Well, we're on the 6th out of 13 laps, so basically we are halfway, so it's okay. Then we should get our first place back now. Hopefully everyone behind me is struggling to overtake or getting slowed down by the cars behind me, which is good. So away we go, taking the lead back once again. Yellow flag in the next part of the track. Never mind, not the next part. It looked like it was going to be... No, never mind. My bad. Hulkenberg's out of the race. I don't think there's going to be a safety car. Can we just have a... Let's have a little look. What happened to Hulkenberg? Alright, let's have a look. I want to have... How do I know which driver it is? Oh wait, I'll say on... No, I won't. Hulkenberg. All I know is he's what's those? One of those people that drive one of those Renaults. This is him, isn't it? Nah, this ain't him. It's his teammate. I think, is he not gonna be that's my teammate, really far back on the grid. Nice, well done to you, mate. Yes, this isn't gonna be him. So we'll just skip this forward. Yes, that's not him. Oh, I was hoping I could see what happened, but that ain't happening. I'll have a look after the race to see what's happened to him.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
I definitely use some of the charge, mate. I'll put it up to medium for a little bit. That makes you happy. Driving on the grass there, cutting the hedges. The car didn't feel that good round there, but yellow flags are still here, so there's a chance for a safety car. Or a VSR. VSR? VSC.
Caution.
For those of you that don't know what VSC means, it's just virtual safety car. Raikkonen still in second. It doesn't look like Vettel's with them yet, so that's good. Oh, Vettel, he's gone. Vettel's gone. Where is he gone? Is Vettel out of the race? He's fallen massively back. Oh my god. That's good. Vettel's not going to get any points by the looks of it, because there's a lot of cars. Oh my god. This is massive. This is huge. That means all the other cars might be able to overtake him with points. Where is he? There he is. 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. I think he'll be getting around 3 or 4 points. I thought some a second ago, but there was one of the Saubers because they were dark red, looked like a dark red from where he was on the map. But we'll see whether these guys are catching me or not. I think they are. As we open onto this straight, I definitely don't think they're catching now, because that gap is open a lot. Depends whether we mess up into this next part of the track. Yeah, I can't carry too much speed through here now because the wet weather. More of a chance of sliding through there, so I have to be careful. I lost 8 seconds because this weather. I'm going 8 seconds slower than I should be. You can see where I was trying to go a lot faster through there, where it's saying like slow down and everything. The yellow, I was just speeding.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available. We're leading our teammate by 31.2 seconds.
I will put it on rich mix and go to hot lap, so you see we can put a lot into this car. I'm trying to open this gap up a little bit. When you get down to plus 50, well, plus 0.50, there you go. 0.5.
Confirmed.
Engineer. What did I just do?
Copy.
Did I just tell him to shut up?
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Did I just tell him to, like...
You're leading the pack. P1. Raikkonen behind. Okay, the gap behind is 6.8 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 5 laps till the end. Okay, we should be good on tyres for a while. The wear doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Just take care when you load them up. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Roger that. On double digits lap. 13. I won't be 13 on Monday. Hey. No one cares. Don't worry. Also, driver behind.
Raikkonen is behind you. Our gap behind is 7.1 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Their tyres are 4 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:46.5.
Roger. I don't know what I was doing in that part of it. I was just going slow. This is where MotoGP would usually start, I believe. Right, let's try and do it. I don't care if I take myself out. I'm just going to see how fast I can get through this next sector, or next part of the track. I didn't get the line right coming into it, so that's why I messed up. Right, we're going to put it back into standard mode now, because it's starting to go up really low. I didn't focus properly, it'd gone below plus 50. It's still going down, that's not good. I think I'll run Rich Mix for a bit too long then. I have to put into lean for a little bit. Let that go back up. This wet weather is really coming down now. If it's really heavy, I'm gonna have to swap to the wet, but I don't think that's necessary for this Grand Prix now. I think it'll be rainy in Spa as well. I feel like that's gonna be where it'll be raining. But it'll be Germany next. I've only raced around there once, and it was on online, and I got a 3rd place in Force India. So yeah. Right, we'll see if we can get a better line this time, follow the green line. Yeah, there you go, a lot quicker.
Laps of fuel remaining.
A lot quicker through there. Let's have a look. Tyre temps. Ooh, they're hot, they are hot. no warnings just yet. So that's good.
Gap to teammate behind is 40.0 seconds.
40.0. Well, if it was Austria, it would have been about 2 minutes behind because I was about 40 seconds ahead of second place at it. So this will be the second time in a row Ricciardo is going to be on the podium with me. So yeah. Oh, Vettel's caught up to McLaren. We'll see some action with them lot.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Roger that. No, we have half a lap of fuel left, or half a lap over fuel, so I'll be able to complete half of the 13th lap, so I'll be able to put into rich mix on that final lap, I reckon. Driver behind.
Raikkonen behind. The gap to the car behind is 6.8 seconds. They're on old Inters. Their tyres are 6 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 46.4.
Almost went into the pit stone because I tried to adjust my headset. Here we go, we're going to be on the final lap now. Final lap of the circuit. Here we go. Silverstone Grand Prix. Looks like we're winning on our home turf.
This is your final lap of the race.
Here we go. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. If I can just get this car. If I can get the car here and finish the lap, then I will win the home turf of the Silverstone Grand Prix. Silverstone's not too far away from me either, so you know what, I'll be able to see myself go around here. Funny one, Jake, funny one. Ooh, something pushed me away from the track
There's
then.
only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I know. Here we go, we're gonna win the Silverstone Grand Prix. We are gonna win it if we don't take ourselves out. The gap is opened. Driver behind.
Raikkonen is behind you. The gap behind us is 6.6 seconds. They're on
He's
old
gaining.
Inters. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:46.4.
But he may have been catching by 200 tenths a second lap, sorry. It's already too late because as we come into the final corner, we're going to win our 2nd in a row, 4th of the season. It's our home turf.
That's a race win and your 2nd race win in a row. Fantastic job.
Let's go. There you go. We've won on our home turf.
Here's our winner, pulling their Toro Rosso into
Amazing.
Parc Ferme, and what a fantastic
So,
race.
4th win of the season.
So, Ant,
2nd in a
how exactly
row.
did they set themselves
There you
apart
go.
from the pack today?
Well, they clearly have a car
Brilliant.
that comes alive in the kind
Our
of
season
conditions
has
we were
just
dealing with
started.
today.
Here we
It's a
go.
very
This is where the
balanced
season
package in wet,
starts.
and what
We're
that
getting
means
to
is
grips
that
with the
drivers
cars
have
now,
confidence to attack.
and we're starting to really
Having that
push and getting some
confidence gets you on
wins.
the power earlier, it lets you brake
Oh, his
later,
teammate
and
didn't
can
finish,
put
did you,
you a
mate?
long way up the
Nah,
road.
lucky Hulkenberg, wasn't he?
And it's time now for the podium celebrations.
Here we go,
and
there we
how
are.
well deserved is this one? This is a team all about giving talented young drivers an
37.
opportunity
Well
to
done.
race
Let's go, let's go.
and to win. Winners here today.
Brilliant. And then there's the champagne. Does it for Great Britain on his home turf. 2nd time in a row on the podium with Ricciardo. Except he's 1 down and Bottas is off the grid and Raikkonen replaces him. So yeah, good race for us. Really good race. I think I was leading
And
from
after
about the
this round
6th
of the
lap
World
maybe.
Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Well, the gap at the top of the championship
It's
has been
closed.
cut down
Yeah.
after a difficult race today for our championship leader. And now I'd like to ask you,
That's
Anthony
good, that's good.
Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Charles Leclerc, hasn't it? Very clean, very smooth. He can be really pleased with that one.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings.
Nice.
It was great having you with us for this weekend.
Nice.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time, though, goodbye.
Alright. So I need 25 points. There we go. Six points for Sebastian Vettel. So he's going to go down in the grid, possibly to third or second now. So he will not be leading the Grand Prix for much longer.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy.
Was there really any competition for you today?
Only from my teammate. What do you mean only from my teammate? It wasn't like last the whole time. I think other teams... No. Hey, I should have put department, to be fair, because that's everything.
You must
I
be
think.
happy with the result today.
Yeah.
Would you say that your rival is still on your level?
Yeah, no, I'll put that.
You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you?
With the team army, I don't think so. To be fair.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, mate. You look the same as you have for the past few weeks. I don't think you've had a shower, mate. Imagine that. Imagine in the wet rain, your seat's wet. Imagine how depressing that would be. But there you go, we'll be leading the rivalry again. All green ticks, that will be, yep. There you go. And we've won the rivalry against Kimi Räikkönen. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Getting some good resource points there. And we'll be almost full. Yep, next race, if we win the next race, that will be full. So that's amazing. That was really well done.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
I'm not
So
going
the
to
team are happy that you
participate.
hit your last goal. That's going to help out with car development. And it'll weigh in your
Let's
favour
go.
the next time we have a contract review.
Look at that. Look at that. The table. Sebastian Vettel is still leading somehow. Alright, he must have had a really good start to the season, to be fair. Now I'm starting to win a few more races. I'm really starting to close the gap. Really am. I'm only 34 points behind, to be fair. So not bad. Really not that bad. 34 points. If I can get 2 more wins, I'll be about near enough the same points of him, I reckon, depending on how he finishes. It'll be his home turf next time, so we'll see whether he wins it. Really looking forward to it. This season's about to really light up as we're into 5th place now. We've overtaken Kimi Räikkönen as well with points by 2. So I don't know. I don't know. Anything can happen, I reckon. Anything can happen. 8 points away from Lewis Hamilton. It's it's really closing up this season. Really is. Let's have a look at our next few tracks. As I said, Germany next. We've got Spa after Hungary. So Belgium is Spa. Singapore. I don't know how Singapore's going to go. I think if we wreck it at Singapore, then our championship dreams are over. Pretty fair to say. Title dreams are over if we finish the car there. So yeah, seventh place. Sebastian finished in that place, Britain, but yeah, I forgot the name. Other tracks I'm decent round. I'm good around Belgium, I'll tell you that. I'm good around Belgium. I'm pretty good around Mexico as well. and had too much practice around Singapore. On other F1 games, I'm pretty good at Singapore, but you know, every game the cars handle different. So yeah, we'll quickly put it up to next weekend. We're not going to do it on this stream. We'll be doing it tomorrow, the day before my birthday. So this title is really closing up now. It really is. We're getting there. We are really getting there. Right.
Okay, we had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
Alright, let's have a look. So it looks like it's going to be dry weather, which is going to be good. Oh, Alfa Romeo, they're putting some upgrades in. Alright. We would have overtook them, but they've put some upgrades, so okay. Mercedes are still the quickest, but they don't look it on track, I have to say.
Remember to select a driver that you consider your rival from the rivalry screen on the workstation. Performing well against your rival can earn you respect and better terms when it comes to our contract reviews. Here you can see a list of eligible drivers to declare as your rival. The more challenging they are to beat, the more the paddock will respect you for succeeding. Just be aware, you'll lose the same amount of respect if you come off second best. So it may be wise not to be overly ambitious.
Well, I accidentally clicked on Ricardo, but it's fine, I'll have him. I was actually probably gonna... Actually, no, you know what? We've been having, we've been with each other really on the podium the past few times. So you know what? I'll take it. I was gonna look for Vettel, but nah. Not gonna be able to find him. So this is gonna be our second, outside of our team rivalry, and it's going to be against Daniel Ricciardo this time. We beat Raikkonen, we beat our teammate once, so we'll see how we do against Ricciardo. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look, see if there's anything we can do here. No. Alright. Well, that's been it for me at the British Grand Prix. So I'll have to catch you guys in the next one, I guess. I'll see you guys in Germany. Peace out.